The government of Israel decided to declare this date before sundown on Friday. It was now 4:37 p.m. As dusk was falling, another world leader pulled up in his black sedan to his troops. Gathered in front of the Allenby Bridge, dressed in his British Army uniform, King Abdullah of Jordan marched to a wooden platform. He ascended it to address his troops. He was about to send them off into battle into the newly declared Israel. But what is lesser known about this send-off is that as he looked south, he saw a dark pillar climb towards the sky. It was the funnel of an approaching sandstorm. But first the band must play the Transjordanian national anthem, and by the time the king was ready to speak, the sandstorm had rushed down upon him. "My dear sons," he said, and the rest of the speech was lost in the wind. As the sandstorm passed, so had the speech ended. The only words everyone could hear were, "On to Jerusalem." Night had fallen, and we move our gaze to Haifa and the SS Berea. At exactly 10 o'clock, a British naval officer climbed up to the bridge of the SS Berea and saluted the captain. "It is 10 o'clock. In exactly 2 hours' time, His Majesty's government mandate in Palestine is due to expire. I have been requested to inform you that at that time, your guard will be withdrawn and this vessel and all she contains returned to your custody." Before anyone could say anything more, he said, "Good luck," and marched off the bridge. Down by the shore, Sir Alan Cunningham had now relocated from Jerusalem, where he had given the departing farewell message over the radio. Now in Haifa, he was on the northern coast. He boarded the cruiser ship Euralius and walked up the passageway to the bridge. The ropes were cast off, and the ship moved into the channel. As the cruiser moved towards deep water in the ship's channel, it was to pass by a half-dozen British destroyers that lined the passage of the Euralius out to sea. All the crews of all the ships turned to face the Euralius. On cue, all of their searchlights beamed to the bridge where Sir Alan Cunningham was standing alone. Out beyond the line of destroyers was an aircraft carrier. When the Euralius pulled abreast of it, the aircraft carrier's band began to play "God Save the King." "It's the end of the show," thought Sir Alan Cunningham. As he looked back to Haifa and Mount Carmel receding away from him, the band changed tunes, and in honor of Sir Alan Cunningham's Scottish heritage, they began to play the Highland Lament. Tears now filled his eyes. How fitting, he thought, that we should be going home to the sad notes of that tune. The Euralius passed outside the 3-mile limit and into international waters. She pulled up into the wind and launched fireworks from one end of the ship to the other in an enormous burst of red, yellow, and orange. When the last spark tumbled into the ocean, Sir Alan thought, "That's the end. It's all over." But it is a lesser-known fact that as he did this, he looked at his wristwatch, set on London time, and gasped. While the fireworks went off at midnight, the British mandate did not expire until midnight in London. He had forgotten to take into account the time difference between the two countries. He had terminated the British mandate at 11 p.m., 1 hour too soon. When we return, we will tell the last 4 hours of our 24-hour story. More lesser-known facts and stories await. Until then, this is Bob Odell from Root Source saying, Shalom.